We all have had experiences in our lives that stay with us, they linger. But do these experiences have a bearing on how we live in the future and how we're able to feel peaceful in our present moments? I'm here with author and wellness expert Sharron Major as we look at soul wounds and how we can come to peace with them in our lives. Sharron, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me today.
So you're an author and a hypnotherapist. Tell me a little bit about your work.
Well, I guess as a hypnotherapist, I'm really interested in what's going on in your subconscious mind and not so much in your conscious mind. And I think that through that journey, I have recognized that there are a lot of people that are living with soul wounds. And I want to just give a little description about what soul wounds are, because most people aren't totally familiar with that terminology. So a soul wound is an event that might happen to you that literally keeps you stuck in life. So it could be maybe you lost a loved one, or maybe you suffered some abuse, or it even could be as much as someone said something to you that you misinterpreted. But what is important about it is how your subconscious mind itself interpreted it.
It sounds like soul wounds are something that all of us have.
All of us carry soul wounds, and the reason that we don't always recognize we carry soul wounds is that soul wounds are buried in your subconscious mind. However, soul wounds have a great deal of power to drive your actions and your behavior. So let's just give an example. I'll just use off the top of my head someone that might have experienced some sort of trauma as a child. That soul wound, as they become an adult, might be interpreted into a person jumping from one relationship to another and to another and to another. So that individual may not have conscious awareness about why that is. They keep jumping out of relationship to relationship and relationship, but it may be actually a soul wound that is driving that relationship. So soul wounds are out of your conscious awareness. They're not something that you're consciously aware of. However, they have a great power to drive your life.
So if we don't address our soul wounds and find a way to put them down, what can happen?
It's different for each individual, but essentially, I think that it does help promote stress in your life in many different ways, and that stress in itself kind of wears away at you and takes a toll on you. So that manifests itself in different ways. You know, it could be sleeplessness, it could be problems with relationships, it could be sadness. There's different ways that the stress can deal with you. And it's difficult because stress is something that you don't really think about taking its toll on you, because we live with it every day and we are in such a habit of living with stress. I often have thought that stress is a habit, literally. And so part of what my program does is help bring your awareness about, you know, what habits are you in the habit of living that stress? And how can you disconnect from the habit of living in that stress? And so the hypnosis MP3s that I've created and the sound that is created along with that is all about releasing the habit of stress.
So what's possible in a life without stress?
Well, for one, for me, when I think about, there are a lot of people that don't know what their purpose on earth is. So I think it clears the way for you to discover what your purpose is on earth and what contribution that you have to make to the world. Each and every one of us have a contribution to give to the world, but sometimes that's hard for people to believe. And if you can step out of that stress, then you can discover what that contribution is, and you can live your life walking with your true destiny. And your true destiny isn't one of living with stress, of being angry and mad and hating the place that you're in. Your destiny is to be living your life with love in your heart and joy in your heart. So I think that would probably be my answer.
Sharron, thank you so much for being here and sharing with us your wisdom.
Thank you for having me.